say God's gender.
God's a man. Okay.
Always be
Well,
a man.
that's actually like that's over. We're not gonna like. That's not an argument. Argument.
Well, we can't go in much detail on that because
Whoever's saying that it's not is just an idiot. They're just bringing up new stuff that we don't need in
well
this world. No, I don't
well
make that a rule is because they'll say he cheated on me, blah blah blah. So it's like so controversial. Like there's no ending to it. There's no fix. There's no like compromise towards it because people are stubborn and. All right, just start Genesis 2. We're kind of late here.
yeah. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from his work that he has done. Did you drop your mic?
No, I went on mute so they can't hear my breathing, so we can hear you better.
Yeah, you're right. That's a joke, you are. Okay. So God blessed the 17th day and made it holy, because on it God rests from all his work that he had done in creation, the creation of man and woman. Controversial. These are the generations of the heaven and earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, when no bush of the field were yet in the land, and no small plant of the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God has not caused it to rain on the land. And there was no man to work the ground, and mist was going up from the land, and was watering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden. In the east, there he put the man who was formed, and out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and there it divided and became four rivers. The name of the first is Pis Pion. I say it different than you, so that's why. Pion. We say different. It is the one that flowed around the whole land, and Hydia, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Beryllium and oxen stone are there. The name of the second river is Gideon. It is one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. Cush. It doesn't matter which one. And the name of the third river is the Tigris, which flows east of Estria. The fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work in and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, you may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat it, if you eat it, you shall surely die. Then the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field, and every bird of the heavens, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was his name. The man gave names to all livestock, and to the birds of the heavens, and to every beast of the field. But Adam was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God, I'm getting sick. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and while he slept, took one of the ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man, he made into a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, not they, not them, not they, Caesar, not all that, and woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast to his wife."
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Bro!
We don't believe in they them that. You are not an animal. You are a child of God. So it's female, male, and mentally ill. That's it. Sorry.
Yep, I know it's true. Alright. Um, Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Chapter 3. Ralph, your turn.
I'm gonna send you a text real quick.
Oh, I feel it's gonna be very controversial.
I know, but I'm gonna just tell you because I'm gonna do it so that you in the clip I'm gonna fix it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my charger real quick. I'm gonna go on mute. Yeah, I'm gonna get my charger. I wonder where's my charger. Where's the charger? Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
One second, get my charger. When do you charge my computer?
Anyways, we're gonna go over the hour because we're going to basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep going to 10:10.
I'll be right back. I'm
All right,
gonna
bro.
look for my charger.
Damn. Battery's super low. And this one connects to.
What?
I believe it's just the microphone that it connects to.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me just.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be good. Alright. I'm back.
I'm back. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
plug
had to
this
get my
in.
charger.
I'm gonna plug this in a little, so I'm not gonna be using my mic right now.
You're not?
Yeah, my iPad I'm using is at 9%. We got 20 more minutes.
Um, let's see. 11:22. So, did you want to keep going until chapter 5, or do you want to talk about things and end it from here?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Did you read chapter 3?
Alright, let me read chapter 3.
Alright.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Jehovah God had made. And he said unto the woman, He hath God said, Ye shall not eat of any tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, Of the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat, but of the fruit of the trees which is the midst of the garden, God had said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as God, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof and did eat, and she gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat, and the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed leaves together, and made themselves aprons, and they heard of the voice of Jehovah God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and the man and his wife had hid themselves in the presence of Jehovah God amongst the trees of the garden. And Jehovah God called now unto the man, and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden. Why is it so weird? Wait, this is in American Standard Version. Okay.
Yeah, this is not English.
Should we do the English version? Is that better?
English?
Yeah, let's do the English version.
English is one better. The ESV.
Yeah. And they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees garden. But the Lord called them out to the man, Where are you? And he said, I heard the sound of you in the garden. I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. He said, Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I commanded you not to eat? The man said, The woman whom you gave to be my bad, with me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate. Then the Lord God said to the woman, What is that you have done? The woman said, The serpent deceived me, and I ate. The Lord said to the serpent, Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock, and above all beasts of the field. On your belly you shall go, and dust you shall eat all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between you and your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. To the woman he said, I will surely multiply your pain and childbearing in pain. You shall bring forth children, and your desire shall be contrary to your husband, but he shall rule over you. Okay, that's very important. I want to get that. Genesis 2:16. That man should rule over women. And to Adam he said, Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and you have eaten of the tree of which I commanded, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you, and pain you shall eat of it the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the plants filled by the sweat of your face. You shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out if you were taken for you are dust, and to dust you shall return. The man called his wife named Eve, because she was the mother of all living, and the Lord God made for Adam and for his wife garments of skin and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Now lest he reach out his hand and take also of the tree of the life and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he was taken. He drove out the man, and at the east of the Garden of Eden he placed this cherubim and a flaming sword, and turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life. So what does that really mean? Truly.
Like the whole garden.
Yeah.
Um. Well, he first talked about how you shouldn't really eat at the garden. Um, Let me get it referenced. Um,
I
when
think
Adam, when
I think it means like don't disobey God. I think that's like a big meaning to it.
it means that, yeah, because if because basically when Adam ate from the tree, what God said not to, that basically shows God the disrespect. So it just shows God the disrespect. Anyways, um, let's see what else to say on there. Um, let me get another reference. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure all of this reference is just saying how God said not to eat from the tree. Adam disobeyed, so it means he's gonna go to hell. And you have to make it you're eating.
So if you
Yeah, go
disobey
eat. Yeah.
anything that God says, you go right straight to hell.
No, it doesn't mean that specifically. Because we all sin. We all sin anyways. It's like this is a very Catholic thing. People will disagree. But it's like, for example, God said you can't change your body. Well, people change their haircuts. People do this. So we're sitting in life already.
Yeah.
So,
Makeup is
so
probably a sin
basically,
too.
um, it is going against your body. So that's controversial, I think.
Yeah.
But some of us are in sin, but not
All
really.
right. Next one is Cain and Abel. This is very interesting. I love this one. I love the
Oh yeah.
Cain and Abel
All right.
story for sure. All right. Is it your turn?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
It's my turn. All right.
Good luck, Mike.
Genesis 4. Yeah. Genesis 4, chapter 1. Now Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with the help of the Lord. And again she bore his brother Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of sheep, and Cain a worker of the ground. In the course of time Cain brought to the land an offering of the fruit of the ground. And Abel also brought the firstborn of his flock, and of their fat portions. To keep his face fell. The Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? And why has your face fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not his desire is contrary to you, but you must rule over it. Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose against his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother? Where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And the Lord said, where have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it's my bad. All these allergies. When you work the ground, it shall not longer yield to you its strength. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me today away from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. Then the Lord said to him, not so. If anyone kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest any who found shall attack him. Then Cain went away from his presence of the Lord, and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived, um, and bore Enoch. When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irid, and Irid fathered isn't just so difficult names. Machaliwa, and Machaliwa fathered Methuselah. What the hell? And Methuselah fathered Lamech. And Lamech took two wives. The name of the one was Adad, and the name of the other Zillah. Adad bore Jabal. Sounds like Laban. Okay. To be honest, he was the father of those who dwell in tents and have livestock. His brother was Jubal. His father, he was the father of all those who played the whatever that is, and pipe. Zillard also bore Tabak Cain. He was the forge of all instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal Cain was Namad. Lamech said to his wives, Adad and Zillah, hear my voice. Your wives of Lamech, listen to what I say. I've killed a man for wounding me, a young man for striking me. If Cain's revenge is sevenfold, then Lamech is 1774. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son, called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel. For Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, and he called his name Enosh. At that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. Chapter 5.
So basically, in this chapter, Cain killed Abel.
Basically, yes. Cain killed Abel.
And the way we write verses, right, is 5:25, because this is Genesis 5:25, right? So it's just the chapter first, and then the paragraph it's in is the other one. Like Leviticus 18:22, that's in Leviticus 18, line 22, right?
Yes, that is. Yes.
And then so this would be Genesis 5:25 is when it said, and Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son. Said, for she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. For Cain killed his own brother, son. Wow. And does this have anything to do with like the thing that like Cain like killed him? Abel brought like the best thing, and Cain brought like the like worst thing to God, like sacrifice the worst thing you can sacrifice. And Abel sacrificed so much to God, and what happened is Cain got jealous of Abel.
So, I think so. Because um, Cain Cain brought the worst thing, and God's like, I think God was thinking, what's this? Why you brought me this? This is kind of like useless. But then Abel bought the best thing, and I guess God's like, oh, I guess you're the favorite, like kind of the favorite brother, favorite twin. Because I'm not sure they were twins or brothers. Um, but just that's just how. So I'm
I
gonna
think we
Cain.
can finish seven like we practiced, hopefully. I mean, I know there's like 30, so 7, 14, 21, 28, maybe 4 times. So not next week, but the week after that, we can continue with 8 through 15, and then we can do 16 through 25, hopefully. That's like 9. We can get that done, and then the last 5. Or we can split that and then just like do that. Not next week, but the week after that. Do the last 2, and then we finish Genesis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Genesis. 1822.
No, you keep saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. No, I'm supposed to say it.
No, it's just like there's more verses than that. I want to learn more about the other ones. I already know that one very well. I want to learn the other ones. Get to know them all. Like Cornetians, there's a couple good ones in there, and Luke and John. I know there's a lot of John 16:9 is a very popular one. I don't know what it says in there, but I know John 16:9 is a very popular one. Okay, so
Oh
Adam's
yeah, no,
descendants to
John.
Noah. To Noah. So this is the book of the generation of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God, male and female. He created them and he blessed them and named them men. Man, when they were created, when Adam had lived 130 years, he fathered his son in his own likeness after his own image and named him Seth. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Oh, let me put on my glasses. Sorry, guys. When Seth had lived 105 years, I actually don't know where my other ones went. That's really annoying. When Seth had lived 105 years, he fathered Enosh. Seth lived after he fathered Enosh 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he fathered Kenan. Enosh lived after he fathered Kenan 815 years, and then had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. When Kenan had lived 70 years, he fathered Mahalan. Kenan lived after he fathered Mahalalel 840 years, had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. When Mahalan had lived 65 years, he fathered Jared. Mahalan lived after he fathered Jared 830 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Mahalalel were 895, and he died. When Jared, 5%, had lived 162 years, he fathered Enoch. Jared lived after it. He fathered Enoch 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he fathered Metsulah. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Metsulah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. When Metsulah had lived 187 years, he fathered Lamech. Metsulah lived after he fathered Lamech 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Metsulah were 969 years, and he died. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he fathered a son and called his name Noah, saying, out of the ground that the Lord has cursed, this one shall bring us relief from our work and from the painful toil of our hands. Lamech lived after he fathered Noah 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus, the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. After Noah was 500 years old, Noah's father Shem, Ham, and Japheth. My question was: is this Noah the same Noah from Noah's in the Arks, or is that like a little bit like later? I don't know.
So it is Noah to make Noah Ark. So they're gonna. I don't know. This is. um. Sorry, I'm just coughing a lot.
It's okay, bro.
It
You're all good.
is the exact. Yeah, it is the exact same one that built Noah's Ark.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So um, everyone has a different role. That's what I just know for sure. Did you want to wrap it up?
Oh, do you want to wrap it up, or you want to keep going?
Um,
You
12
think we
already.
should do 6 and 7, or
Let's finish that next time.
all right? We'll do 6 and 7 next time. So
Yeah,
we're on
since
chapter 6.
yeah, since in
All right.
Texas,
Yeah.
it's now 12:09. So
Wow.
it's late for
All
me.
right. Yeah. Don't want to keep you up. You got school in the
Yeah,
morning or work in the morning?
I got work in the morning.
What
I got
time?
work at 8 a.m.
Oof. Okay, you got to go to bed.
Yeah, 8 a.m. to 11.
Everything's time now. You got like 8 hours of sleep right now, so you got to get going. All
Uh,
right, bro. Yeah.
yeah, bro. We'll
Um.
do this. We'll do this later, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna continue on Thursday. Come back, guys. Um. We're gonna continue. Hopefully 6 through 15. Then we'll be halfway done with it, and then hopefully 16 through 25 on Friday, and then we'll have one more. That's not this week for Bible watching. It's not this week. We're gonna do basketball this week because a lot of series are ending. So this upcoming week is gonna be about basketball, not Bible. We're taking 1 week break from Bible, just like we took 1 week break from NBA. So it's just every other week. So yeah. All right, Mike. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
bro.
say good night to you right here. Um, that's the end of the stream. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.